Hello to all. Here we are going to solve the problems of the chapter solution. The first one, the solubility of ethane at 25 degrees Celsius is 0.92 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram per dm cube. At 1000 mmHg pressure, calculate Henry's law constant. So here we are going calculating the Henry's law constant. So the values which are given here, we are writing down that. So firstly we are writing the solution. The values which are given here, the pressure that is given in a mmHg. Here we are going to convert it in a atmosphere. So we are going to get that 1000 upon 760 atmosphere. By calculating it with the log table, we are getting the value is 1.316 atmosphere. The second thing we are knowing that the solubility of ethane is given here. So solubility is given by the S, or solubility of ethane is equal to 0.92 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram dm cube per dm cube. So we are knowing the formula for the ethane, that is a C2H6. So here we are going to calculate the molecular weight of ethane, which is equal to C2H6. So here we are getting the molecular weight is 30 gram per mole. Okay, so we are going to calculate the solubility for ethane. So that S is the value for the solubility is equal to 0.92 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram per dm cube upon 30 gram per mole. Suppose this is simplified, we are getting the value, this one 0.92 into 10 raised to, this one we are getting 3 into 10 raised to 1. So that 10 raised to 1 at the upper side we are getting the 10 raised to minus 4 upon 3 gram per dm cube upon gram per mole. So we are getting the value here 3.06 into 10 raised to minus 4 gram cancel. So mole per dm cube. This is the solubility of ethane. So we are calculating the Henry's law constant. So we are having the formula for Henry's law constant, that is by Henry's law. Henry's law is given by S equal to KH into P. So we are calculating the Henry's law constant, that is given by the KH is equal to question mark. So this formula is solved for the Henry's law constant. We are getting the KH equal to S upon P. S, the value is 3.06 into 10 raised to minus 5 mole per dm cube upon pressure is 1.316 atmosphere. So this equation is solved by the log table. We are getting that log of 3.06 minus log of 1.316 into 10 raised to minus 5. Here we are getting the value mole per dm cube per atmosphere. Okay, so here we are going to calculate log. So log for 3.06 is 0.4857 minus 0.1.316. Here the log characteristic is 0. So log for 1.316 is 1192 bracket into 10⁵ mole per dm cube per atmosphere. So here we are getting the subtraction value here, that is 0.3665 bracket into 10⁻⁵ mole per dm cube atmosphere. So here we are getting the antilog for 0.3665. We are getting the 2.3254 into 10⁻⁵ mole per dm cube per atmosphere. So here is the Henry's log constant is equal to 2.3254 into 10⁻⁵ mole per dm cube per atmosphere. So we are getting the value for the Henry's log constant. Okay, so next problem we are going to see, that is the vapor pressure of pure liquid at 298 Kelvin is 4 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. When a non-volatile solute is dissolved, the vapor pressure becomes 3.65 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. Calculate. The first thing is a relative vapor pressure. The second one is a lowering of vapor pressure. And third one is a relative lowering of vapor pressure. So here we are going to solve this one. Solution. The values which are given here. The vapor pressure of liquid at 4 into 10⁻²98 Kelvin is 4 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. So vapor pressure of pure liquid. So pure liquid vapor pressure is given as P10 equal to 4 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. Okay. So non-volatile solute is dissolved. So we are getting the solution. Then that pressure becomes, that is the vapor pressure of a solution is given by P1 equal to 3.65 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. So first thing we are going to calculate, that is relative vapor pressure. So relative vapor pressure is given by relative vapor pressure is nothing but the ratio of the vapor pressure of solution to the vapor pressure of a pure solvent is given by P1 upon P10 equal to, P1 is given as a 3.65 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square upon 4 into 10⁴ Newton per meter square. Simplifying this equation, we are getting the value 0.9125 Newton meter per square is cancelled. That is, we are getting the relative vapor pressure. The second thing we are going to calculate is that the lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure is given by lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure is given by delta P, and delta P is nothing but the vapor pressure of pure solvent minus vapor pressure of solution, which is given as P10 is 4 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square minus P1 is 3.65 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, so we are getting the subtraction for this one, that is a 0.35 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Adjusting the decimal point, we are getting 3.5 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. Okay, so the third thing we are going to calculate, that is a relative lowering of vapor pressure. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is given by delta P upon P10. So delta P is nothing but the, we are getting the value, delta P is equal to P10 minus P1 is equal to 3.5. So we are writing that value 3.5 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square upon P10, we are having the value is 4 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Simplifying this, we are getting the value 0.0875 Newton per meter square gets cancelled. So we are getting that three values. First is the relative vapor pressure, the second is the lowering of vapor pressure, and the third is the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, start the next problem. That is the vapor pressure of water at 20 degrees Celsius is 17 mmHg. Calculate the vapor pressure of a solution containing 2.8 gram urea. The molecular formula is the NH2CO NH2 for the urea in 50 gram of water. So let's start the solution for this problem. That is the solution. The values which are given here are nothing but the, here in 50 gram of water, so that is a weight of solvent is equal to 50 gram. Then 2.8 gram of urea, so that is the weight of solute is equal to 2.8 gram. Then the vapor pressure of water is 20 degrees Celsius. The vapor pressure of solvent is equal to 17 mmHg. That is, vapor pressure is given by P10. The next thing is here given is there that molecular weight. Here we are to calculate the molecular weight for the water. So we are knowing that formula molecular weight for water, that water H2O molecular weight of solvent is equal to 18 gram per mole, and the molecular weight of solute is nothing but the urea NH2CO NH2 is equal to 60 gram per mole. We can calculate the molecular weight here. So that molecular weight of solvent is M1, molecular weight of solute is M2. The weight of solvent is the W1, weight of solute is W2. So we have to calculate the vapor pressure of a solution. The vapor pressure of solution is given as a P1. Okay, so let's start. So we are having one formula for that to calculate the vapor pressure, the relationship between the relative lowering of vapor pressure and the molecular weight, that is given as a P10 minus P upon P10 equal to W2 M1 upon W1 M2. Okay, so derive this formula for the P. Simplifying this equation or this formula, we are getting P10 upon P10 minus P upon P10 equal to W2 M1 upon W1 M2. So simplifying this, we are getting 1 minus P1 upon P10 equal to W2 M1 upon W1 M2. Okay, so we are going to shift this term to this side and this term to this side. We are getting 1 minus W2 M1 upon W1 M2 equal to P1 upon P10. We have to calculate the P1. So 1 minus W2 M1 upon W1 M2, this term shifted, we are getting the P1. Now let's substitute the value here. 1 minus W2, that is the weight of solute, is given by 2.8 gram. M1 is the molecular weight of solvent, is given as a 18 gram per mole upon W1 is the weight of solvent, so it is a 50 gram, and M2 is the molecular weight of solute of, that is a urea, is equal to 60 gram per mole here, and into P10. So P10, the value is, that is the vapor pressure of solvent, is given as a 17 mm Hg equal to P1. Okay, so solving this bracket, we are getting 1 minus 0.0168. This gets cancelled into 17 mm Hg equal to P1. 1 minus 0.068 into 17 mm Hg, we are getting the value, that is a 0.9832 into 17 mm Hg equal to P1, and we are getting this equation, so equal to 16.7144 mm Hg is equal to P1. Okay, so here we are getting the value for P1 is equal to 16.7144 mm Hg, that is the vapor pressure of solution. Okay. So let's start the next problem. Weighing 3.0 into 10 to minus 3 kg of non-volatile solute is dissolved in 50 into 10 to minus 3 kg of water. The solution boils at 373.5 Kelvin. Calculate the molecular weight of the substance. The given is the Kb for water is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole. So let's start the solution. Given is a 3.0 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram of non-volatile solute, that is a weight of solute, which is given by the W2 is given, that is 3.0 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram. Okay, so the next is the which is dissolved in a 50 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram of water, that is nothing but the weight of solvent is given by W1 is equal to 50 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram. Okay, so the solution boils at 373.5 Kelvin, means the boiling point of solution, which is given by the TB equal to 373.5 Kelvin. The solvent is used as water, so we are knowing that the boiling point of solvent, that is the boiling point of water, is given by T0, that is a 373 Kelvin. 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point. Converted into the Kelvin, we are getting the 373 value. The given value is the Kb, that is ebullioscope is constant, there are elevation constant for water is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole. Okay, so we have to calculate the molecular weight of solute. You have to give the question mark. So we are having the boiling point of solution, boiling point of solvent. There is elevation in boiling point, that is the when non-volatile solute is added. So we can calculate delta TB equal to the solution boiling point is always higher than the boiling point of solvent, is given by TB, that is the boiling point of solution, minus TB0, that is the boiling point of pure solvent, is equal to 373.5 Kelvin minus 373.0 Kelvin, that is equal to 0.5 Kelvin. Okay, so we are having one relation, that is in between the molecular weight of solute and the delta TB with the help of molality. That relation is given as a M2 equal to 1000 Kb W2 upon delta TB W1. Okay. So we are going to put the values, that is a 1000 gram per kilogram into Kb 0.52 Kelvin kilogram per mole into W2. W2 is the weight of solute, it is equal to 3.0 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram upon delta TB. Delta TB value is 0.5 Kelvin into W1, weight of solvent is 50 into 10 to the minus 3 kilogram. Okay, so simplifying equation, this kilogram is 10 to the minus 3 kilogram, 10 to the minus 3 kilogram gets cancelled, and then this Kelvin to this Kelvin gets cancelled. We are getting the value, that is the this kilogram and this kilogram. So 1000 this kilogram cancels with the kilogram, Kelvin cancels with the kilogram, Kelvin 1000 gram into 0.52 per mole. Here 3.0, 10 to the minus 3 gets cancelled, 0.5 into 50, and the value of this one we are getting is the, by solving, 62.4 gram per mole, which is equal to 0.0624 kilogram per mole. That is the value for the m2, and m2 is nothing but the molecular weight of solute.